yourself searching for a way to improve sales, modify your process strategies, and have an impact on profit growth? Are you feeling like you are working too many hours in your business without seeing the profits you anticipated? Do you need to sharpen your sales training skills so you can develop your team members? Could there be a hidden revenue stream within your business that you haven't thought about? Are you searching for a community where others have experienced sales challenges with strong profit growth desires? If this sounds like your situation, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Button Up Podcast Show, focused on sales to profit growth. I'm Polly Ingram. My dad taught hard work ethics and provided a strong Christian influence in my life. He was an extremely intelligent man, almost genius level. While he was blessed with many different trade skills, like many entrepreneurs, he never gained the opportunity to learn necessary business skills required to run a successful business. I dedicate this podcast in his memory. I've been privileged to learn many techniques, skills, and strategies required to run a successful business during my 35-plus year corporate career. I have a desire to help business owners determine their true costs, sell prices, and profit margins. Inside this podcast, you're going to learn how to improve process strategies, refine sales opportunities, impact profit growth, and enjoy your faith through gifting planning methods. Together, we'll develop training programs, evaluate and refine sales processes, monitor key performance indicators, create multi-goal plans for accountability and target achievement within your business. These are just a few structured items to help clients reach the goal of recognizing profit growth. Refill that glass of iced tea. Let's generate sales and get that profit growth arrow moving upward, friend. Get ready to have fun while we create some fabulous business strategies together in our Sales to Profit Growth program. Various factors influence the profit growth for a small business. There are several risks which small business owners must mitigate, and each has the potential to hinder business profitability growth. Today, we're going to talk about the top 5 risks to profit growth that a small business owner must be cognizant of daily. The top 5 risks to profit growth which we are going to focus on today are market volatility and economic conditions, competition and pricing pressure, cash flow challenges, regulatory and compliance changes, and supply chain disruptions. Let's first talk about market volatility and economic conditions. Why would this be a risk factor, right? With potential for recession, sudden changes in market conditions, or other various economic downturn conditions, any of these can create an impact on consumer spending and decrease the demand for products or services. When this happens and customers are cutting back on their discretionary spending, it can lead to a decrease in sales and a reduction in profit margins for the small business owner. For the small business owner who isn't diversified in their business and isn't on their toes monitoring everything tightly, this can create devastation rapidly. Now, let's explore how the competition and pricing pressure risk can impact a small business owner. Intense competition within an industry can create extreme pricing pressure. This is not only a problem small business owners can experience, I've seen this in large corporations as well. If you can imagine for a moment that this is a struggle for a large corporation, can you stop and think about the devastation too many competitors in a market can create for a small business owner? As a small business owner, I wouldn't rush to extreme lowering of prices to win the business. That's often a race to the bottom of destruction, leading to a decreased profitability and often closing the doors. I'd focus more on other methods to grow your business and stand out from your competition. Basically, rise above them. That's the only way to compete in a tough competition and pricing pressure market. Another risk small business owners face is cash flow challenges. Struggling with minimal cash flow can impact a business's ability to invest in growth. Take advantage of opportunities that may present themselves and can create challenges with simply covering your operating expenses each month. Many small businesses are seasonal and need to add some diversification into your business, or recurring revenue stands out so you can budget better. Others are working on a credit basis with clients and often dealing with outstanding accounts receivable issues. Probably addressing that policy and modifying it would be a start to correcting that challenge and risk factor. When a business is operating month to month in their finances, they're at an extreme risk of an unexpected expense, placing extreme strain on the cash flow. These situations can create a profit growth limitation as well as risk for business sustainability. Sometimes we forget that there are regulatory and compliance changes, and a lot of times they have an impact on a small business. When compliance requirements, taxes, or other regulation changes come about, sometimes these changes are costly to a small business owner. The operational costs might include additional technology investments, procedures, maybe added administrative burden to adapt to the new regulatory requirements. The additional costs endured by a small business to accommodate the regulations oftentimes can create a negative impact on the business profitability. Supply chain disruptions is a risk we have all endured over the past few years, probably more than we've seen in several years. In fact, we might have forgotten that supply chain issues even were a thing until the last few years, but it's definitely top of mind nowadays. For any small business that's dependent on complex supply chain, this business would be extremely vulnerable to disruptions. Disruptions can be caused by natural disasters, supply chain bottlenecks, geopolitical events. That's just a few of the things that could cause those disruptions to us. Any of these disruptions can create product delivery delays, customer dissatisfaction, increased business costs, potential loss of sales with a high risk of lifetime customer relationship damage. You might recall several years ago, there was a tsunami in Japan that created a shortage of several paint colors in vehicles. I think it was in Japan, if I remember correctly. And for a few years, everyone noticed it, and it was a big talk. Now you hardly even hear about it, but it was quite the conversation at that time. While this was simply a paint color, each business owner should take time to evaluate their own personal business and anticipate potential risk. How can you prepare for when those situations happen? So expand your knowledge of market trends and consumer preferences for the market that you're serving for risk reduction of one revenue stream dependence. Be flexible and open to pivot your business in response to market changes. Manage and monitor your costs effectively so you're not caught unaware when those times come. Be efficient with invoicing and payment processing to improve cash flow stability. Understanding the risk and being proactive in preparation for these risks can help small businesses sustain profit growth when the risks emerge. We will each experience unexpected risk, rising to the top from time to time. It's crucial that small business owners are anticipating risk and developing strategies to mitigate the impact these risks will have on their business when they do happen. Have you taken time to get your business prepared? Can you pivot and keep your business running smoothly? Be prepared in your business. If you're enjoying these podcasts, it helps me if you'll go on to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. And remember, the greatest compliment is to share with a friend. We will be accepting a limited number of seats for our upcoming group consultation program. This is a pilot. If you're interested in being one of the pilot participants for your business, send me an email to support@buttonuppodcast.com. And seats are limited, but I will reach out to those who respond, and we will have a conversation and move from there. Thank you and have a great day.